mate.
So we were just talking about the physicality and the Star Warsiness. There are some amazing, amazing costumes in this film, and I was wondering what it was like to step into, say, for Adam, into Kylo Ren's outfit seems wrong, but into his helmet. What was it like wearing that for the first time?
It was good. It was like the first time.
Oh.
It was
Claustrophobic.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I felt like a lot of things had to do, like you had to bring your own costumes to set, or bring 5 T-shirts and kind of wear them for the rest of the movie. So for this, because the scale and size of it, a lot of things had to be figured out before you got there. A lot of information I got from the costume, first off, that it was kind of unpolished and had this history in the helmet that wasn't clean, or there was like it was dinged up and messed up from what he had been through before, and even his lightsaber seemed to be something that he made himself that could explode at any minute. It didn't seem like it was very reliable or consistent, and for me that was really the first time that I processed that I was in these movies, was walking into Michael Kaplan's office and seeing everyone kind of sketched out, and literally walking into the room being surrounded by the world of the movie, Harrison's costume and Daisy and everybody, the model, the new stormtroopers. So for me, the costume was kind of the first, I guess, entry point
Sure.
into who he was, and it said a lot about it. Then I felt like I just had to fill it as much as possible.
Of course.
Yeah.
And a similar situation for you, Gwendolyn, I'm sure.
Yes, it really was. I mean, similar to Adam, of course, the costume was so brilliantly designed by Michael Kaplan, who I've admired since I saw Blade Runner when I was 12. So I was really astounded by how extraordinary it looked. Also that it was practical. And I loved the fact that it hadn't been feminized in any way, it hadn't been sexualized in any way. It was practical armor. And what I got from the costume was that this was a woman that was imposing, uncompromising, and high functioning. And obviously then it informs exactly the way that you move and the way that you walk, which communicates something about the character, particularly when you're encased in armor.
Now, I would like to ask for a question for Mr. Boyega here, as he is our special guest today. So who has one and has their hand up? There is a man there close to the middle gangway with his hand up with a beard. Yes, you, sir. Point at yourself so that the man with the microphone or lady with the microphone can find you.
Force, then it didn't quite work. Okay. If only Mark Hamill was here. Anyway, Jonathan Wilkins from Star Wars Insider magazine. I bought some water the other day that had your face on it. I just wondered, where's the weirdest place you guys have seen your image?
Everywhere. It's all weird for me. Wow, my voice is so sexy and deep in the morning. Oh my gosh. Honestly. Sorry, I just noticed that. I think the whole experience for me is in terms of the merchandising and the face everywhere is definitely strange. We recently went to Tokyo, and the first thing I saw was 7-Eleven. I saw Daisy's face, I saw my face, and then I saw the BB-8, and I was like, I'm in Tokyo. I've never been here in my life, but to have my image here and to have obviously Daisy's image as well is quite shocking, especially as 2 Londoners. But it's a very, very proud moment. I'm just going to talk some more so I can hear the depth of my voice.
Shampoo bottle. It's because you can twist off your head. Liquid out of your neck.
Yeah, makes sense.
And there's a marijuana strain, I swear to you, called Princess Leia. I don't know for me, but I have friends. No, I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah, Daisy, how does it feel to see yourself on the side of a bus going around London?
I haven't seen that yet, and it's funny because the pub I was working in not 2 years ago, I used to watch buses go past with posters on, and I was like, oh, that would be really cool. And I literally said to John in LA, I was like, I can't wait, I hope I'm on a bus. And I've not seen a bus yet, but I'm hoping I do.
We're going to get a bus delivered here for
Brilliant.
you.
Thank you.
So you can see that. Let's have another question from you guys. This lady at the front here in a grey top.
Rita Di Santo, Manifesto Italy, to the director and the writer. Was there a conscious effort to change the role of women in the franchise?
From the very beginning of our discussions about this movie, the notion of a woman at the center of the story was always something that was compelling to me and exciting, and not just at the center, but it was important that in addition to Leia, who we knew was a critical piece of this puzzle, that we wanted to have other women and not necessarily human but female characters in the story. So Lupita playing Maz Kanata, who is the sort of I guess the voice of sort of Force wisdom in the story. Phasma as the evil side of leading the stormtroopers. We wanted to have other female stormtroopers, which we do. We want to have female pilots, which we do. We just wanted this thing to not feel like it was not inclusive. And so we did that, and it was something that we always wrote Rey as this sort of central character, but as we started casting the movie, it just felt like kind of one of the things we knew we wanted to do and make the film look and feel more the way the world looks and feels.
Lupita, just to ask you a question all the way over there. Your character is very important to the film, but it's almost impossible to say anything about it when people ask you questions. How tough has it been to negotiate that tricky balancing act?
Well, I got a directive of the words I was allowed to say, and I just stick to those words.
Were they, I know nothing?
Sorry?
What were the words? Can you tell us?
I play Maz Kanata. She's a pirate. She's lived for a while. She has a colorful past, and she owns a bar.
Guys, there's your scoop, all right? I want you all to write that down.
The movie's been out around 12 hours now, and it's one of those things where there's already spoilers online. Considering the incredibly brilliant push you guys have made in the marketing to keep it as magical and as it's an experience in the cinema, how frustrating is it to have that? It's been 12 hours and it's already out.
Well, you know, I was hoping the movie would be out for at least 11 hours, so I'm thrilled that it's been out for 12. I think that let's just make sure that this happens first. Oh, okay.
He does everything.
Okay. Look, we live in a world of immediate information. This is no surprise. And while I know that people feel a need and actually entitled to whatever they want to know when they want to know it, I was very gratified to see people saying things like, thank you to Disney for not spoiling the movie and telling us everything before it comes out. And in fact, people saying, stop with the commercials and stop with the trailers. I don't want to see any more until I see the movie. So there's an interesting thing. Star Wars is so about inclusivity and connection, the whole idea of the Force. And so I feel like when I'm just a circuitous answer. When I was a kid and saw the film at 10, that idea that we're all connected was actually happening in the theater. You know, I was with, like we all were, hundreds of people having this crazy, you know, screaming at the same time, laughing at the same time, crying at the same, and we were all connected by this energy, and there's something incredibly powerful about that communal experience, which of course is less and less likely the more we have these little objects in our pockets that connect us, and we feel connected, but we are actually more disconnected. And so I think that Star Wars is a phenomenon, and it is a kind of wonderful and rare opportunity for people, in truth, throughout the world to actually come together for something that's actually uplifting and a positive thing. The reality, though, is because of the technology that exists, everyone will know everything instantaneously, and I'm hopeful that while there will be spoilers out there, it won't detract from the hopeful thrill that people might have seeing this movie together, and that's the thing that is the most depressing about having spoilers. They're called spoilers for a reason, spoil the experience, and you get there, and it's just about confirmation of something that you already know. And so I'm hoping that, you know, I'm grateful for anyone who goes to see the film, and I'm hopeful that whether they know what's going to happen in one scene or not, that they enjoy it, and it's an experience that's a a fun and emotional one as opposed to just a confirmation of something that they're waiting to see happen, you know. It's a horrible answer to a great question.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm amazed by how the press, excuse me, how the press has respected their readership in this regard, and has not really spilled the beans, which is kind of amazing. And I think we're all very grateful for that.
Yeah, here's to you guys. Well done. You mentioned, JJ, just very briefly there, the trailers, and I wanted to take this moment to say thank you to both John and Daisy for your trailer reactions, which were amazing. Thank you for doing that. And I was just wondering, Carrie's a bit busy. Carrie, what was your trailer reaction when you first saw the trailer for the first time? Because these guys did a great job.
What did you do? I missed it.
I cried a lot.
That was... And John, did you cry?
Just threw myself over a sofa.
Yeah.
Nobody came and asked me to have a trailer reaction.
Yeah.
I'll have one later.
All right, guys, look out for that.
How much have you actually sort of seemed to enjoy the secrecy on this movie? And as a follow-up, there is talk about a film that might be around about a much younger Han Solo. Would you be wanting to approve the actor that plays that chap? And is that a film you'd like to see?
What was the beginning of the question?
The question was really, you seem to sort of almost enjoy the secrecy or relish it. Has that been kind of suited you not to give things away? I think we've kind of covered it in a way. But
Yeah, no, I have actually relished this entire experience in a way that I had not anticipated. And I think a lot of the credit for that goes to JJ and Larry. This is a rare experience in my old life, and I'm very grateful for it. As far as the movie featuring a young Han Solo, I don't know what to think about that. I'm glad that somebody else is going to have the burden of being young and take care of that part. It's well beyond my understanding or control, and I of course want nothing to do with it in the nicest possible way.